Hi, my name is Hilton Hammond. I'm the Product Marketing Manager for Fluke Corporation. The product lines I manage are the Fluke Portable Oscilloscopes, the 190 series ScopeMeter. There's three modes you could use to capture a transient. The first mode, set up the trigger point on the waveform such that it captures the sine wave or the square wave or whatever you're looking at. Then the next step is to adjust the trigger point beyond the level of the waveform you're looking at, expecting a transient to traverse through that trigger level. What's going to happen is then you set up the scope for either single shot mode or trigger update to refresh the display on a valid trigger condition. Then what's going to happen is if a trigger occurs, it's going to capture the waveform at that precise moment in time. So if you're expecting the transient to go through a certain level and that trigger point is set up at that level, what's going to happen is it'll capture any event that goes through. The second potential mode is if you go into scope mode, waveform options, under the mathematics menu you'll find the reference menu. What we can do is we can capture a known good waveform and set it up in memory as the master or the background reference template. Then what we can do is recall that envelope or that reference and then start acquiring new waveforms. And we can set it up such that any pixel outside of that reference envelope, the scope will automatically capture and store into the 100 screen replay memory. So whether it's a transient or a burst of noise from EMI induced onto the system you're measuring, anything outside of that envelope, that reference envelope you create, will be captured and stored to the internals of the oscilloscope. The third mode is to use the scope record mode, where you basically just capture all the high resolution waveform data points, dump it into deep memory, and then go back and analyze scope division by scope division by scope division looking for that transient. So those are the three common techniques used for capturing transients. If you need any further information, please contact your T-Equipment product specialist.